Hi guys, welcome to a quick flight from Ibiza to Valencia. I haven't prepared this flight. I've just filed it into SimBrief and I've done nothing, so I thought we'd just do it together and take everything step by step and see how we go. Alright, here we are. So first comes first, we just have to get rid of some windows here. Put that away there. I don't like the controls. Gone they are, and then we center the window. There we go. It's a nice little airport here in Ibiza. No traffic because I've turned everything down, because otherwise everything's going to be very stuttery. And so first come first, let's start up the radios and listen to the 80s. Alright, waypoint info airport, and then we pick the frequencies, and the frequency of the 80s in Ibiza will be 119.0805.
In 075 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, scattered at 2300 feet. Temperature 20. Dew point 16. QNH 1016.
1016.
Transition level
Let's
65.
already.
Arriving and departing runways 606. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR
Right,
departures contact clearance delivery on 121.38. Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
And we got India. Okay,
IBIZA
so we
Airport,
are
information
almost
India.
ready to contact
1930 Zulu.
and stand
Wind
is 105.
075 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky conditions.
So we get India. IBIZA clearance November 24 Alpha Lima is a TBM850 stand 105 with information India requesting IFA clearance to Valencia. And we can already import it actually while we're waiting for the answer. Important SimBrief.
November 2 for Alpha Lima, information India is current. Clear to Valencia via the Zost 5 Foxtrot departure.
That's correct.
Then as filed. Departure runway 06.
06 is
Initial
correct.
climb 5000.
So 5,000.
Departure on 134. Decimal 825.
I love the guy.
Squawk 5442.
Guy. Clear to Valencia by the Crystal 5 Foxtrot departure, then as filed, departure runway 06, initial climb 5000, departure frequency 134.825, is walking 5442, November 2 for Funny. 5442, 5442, altitude reporting, which is very important, otherwise...
November 2 for Alpha Lima, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.93.
Ground on 121 is 193, November 2 for Funny. Thank you, bye-bye. So 5442, and then altitude reporting is important, otherwise SAYINTENTIONS will not pick up. So Valencia, no, Ibiza, ground November 2 for Lima, requesting engine startup. Okay, so we got the initial altitude, we got the squawk code in, and the flight plans are in there as well. Not bad at all.
November 2 for Alpha Lima. Engine startup approved. Advise ready to taxi.
Engine startup is approved, and I will advise when I'm ready for taxi, November 2. Okay, first come first. Strobe lights to tell people that we're going to start the engine. We hit the ignition to auto, aux fuel pump on. Then we've got the prop to max RPM, the blue one here, this one of course down. And then we can hit the starter and watch the NG rising. And as soon as the NG hits 13%, we're going to introduce some fuels into low idle. There it is. Take low idle. And watch the NG and the ITT for hot start. Shouldn't be above 100 degrees more than 20 seconds or 1000 degrees more than 5 seconds. That looks good. And then the NG is rising. And as soon as we hit 50, then we can just go to high idle. There it is, we got high idle, and now we can turn off the starter. turn on the generator, the fuel pump on auto, and the fuel selector also on auto, and all the AFIS and gyro instrument come on at this time, the nav lights and taxi lights as well, and then it's already done. EFIS master comes on, Pitot 1 and Pitot 2, and so we're almost done. The ECS instruments, bleed, I usually put to high, the fan to auto, and the air conditioner to on, and temperatures 15 degrees. Yeah, it's a little bit cold, so maybe a little bit more, maybe 20 degrees. Okay, so actually we have set up everything properly. We have the flight plan inside. We have the spot code inside with the initial climb inside, and we have the maps and the GPS already set. So actually we are ready for taxi. Ibiza ground November 24 Alfa Lima request taxi. So it was 06, so he's gonna give us Golf 2 probably, and then Tango and Echo 9 maybe.
November 24 Alpha Lima, taxi to runway 6 via Golf 2 Tango Echo 9er.
Taxi to runway 06 via Golf 2 Tango and Echo 9er, November 24 Alpha Lima. So that was correct. I can't see the annotations, so I'm gonna just change the setting a bit. Maybe this is better. Yes, but I'll just take this, get this a little bit closer. Yeah, it should be good. All right. That's almost too close now. And center, and zoom in, and center again. Good, perfect. Okay. Did we forget something? No, I don't think so. We're just gonna put tower in the radio before we start taxiing, so that is done. Frequency, and the tower is 118.505 in the standby channel, and that's all good. Parking brake can come off, and we just actually turn around here and cut these guys apart. Sorry guys. Ouch. That hurts. Go a little bit later for the lighting's sake. It's nicer when it's evening. Alright, let's go. So, Golf 2 is over there. So first we take a right here. And Golf 2 is coming up just straight ahead. Let's give up some lighting here, yeah, more lights there. Nice little airport. Taxi lights are on, that's good. And I think Golf 2 should be just up ahead. Yep. Golf 2 should be this one here. Yes, it is. Alright, Golf 2 it says here on the floor, on the ground. And then we're going to turn right to Tango, which is here actually. Okay, perfect. So as we taxi down to the holding point, just in preparation of the flight, I usually use the acronym LAFTIC as a pre-departure checklist. I haven't got the checklist, the correct ones set up this time on this flight because I just thought I'd do a spontaneous one. But LAFTIC would mean that the lights are all extinguished, which are these one here. Flaps are set to 1 or takeoff. Trims are down here and they are okay. Inertial separator actually we should turn on, but I'm not going to do it. And then LAFTIC and C is the CAS messages. So no CAS messages, no faults, everything should be okay. So let's taxi on, and he gave us Echo 9, and Echo 9 is all the way down there, I think. Let's have a look. Echo 9 is here, huh? Map is really not looking that good. I have to change it again. Echo 9 is down there.
Learjet 333, Lima Juliet, taxiing to holding point Charlie via taxiway Bravo. Taxiing to holding point Charlie via Bravo, Learjet 333, Lima Juliet.
So the altimeter is already set on 1016. That's what ATIS gave us. And actually here in Europe, it's not like in the States where you switch to standard altimeter settings at flight level 18. Here it's actually different on every airport. And ATIS set transition level 6500. So we're going to switch to standard baro when we reach 6500. And this is not Echo 9, it's Echo 8. So it's the next one, huh? And he should actually soon turn us out of the tower. We'll see. See how SAYINTENTIONS works tonight. Last time it was a little bit dodgy. And this is clearly too close. Yeah.
November 24 Alpha Lima,
There she
contact
is.
tower on 118.505, safe flight.
Over the tower 118.505, November 24 Lima. Thank you and bye bye. Okay, so we got the flaps set to take off. We put the landing lights on and we're going to contact tower that we're ready. We haven't done that yet, we just switched the frequencies. There it is. IBIZA Tower, November 24 Alpha Lima, holding point 06, ready for departure. Okay, just quickly laugh tick. Lights, air, that's down there, it's okay.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Ibiza Tower, runway 06, wind 07 at 5 at 14, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 06, clear for takeoff, November 24 Alpha Lima. Okay, so we're ready to go. Lights are on, everything's good. Okay. Clear right, clear left. I'm gonna try and use the whole runway, even though we don't need it. We're gonna start pretty early. We're gonna take off early and throttle to 100%. Airspeed is alive. Yes, there it is. There it is. We're gonna rotate at 85 knots. Rotate, positive climb, tap the brakes and gear up. Bye bye Ibiza. What a nice little airport. And as soon as we hit 120 to 30 knots, we're going to take up the flaps. Up, and now we can insert the 850 mode and watch it work not over 120 meters. Okay, next should be departure. So see you when the departure comes on. Taxi lights can
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact departure on 134.825.
134.825 November 250. Buenas tardes. Ibiza, departure November 24 Alpha Lima, passing 2000. See if it gives us a direct.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Palma approach. Identified, climb flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, November 24 Alpha Lima. So 150, let's dial that in, and actually I'm going to increase the VS speed to 2500 in order to reduce the climb speed, and as soon as I hit 40 I will actually hit IIS mode, so I'm going to do a flight level change. That's that's the best way to climb in my point of view.
November 24 Alpha Lima. Contact Barcelona Control on 118.035.
Barcelona Control on 118.035, November 24 Lima. Barcelona Control, November 24 Alpha Lima, passing 4,000. Torque is still good, on 850 mode. We got the flaps up.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Barcelona Control identified. Good evening Ibiza, IBIZA, QNH 1013.
Ibiza QNH is 1013, November 24 Lima. So just for a brief moment, we'll keep the local QNH, but we're going to switch to the standard bar.
November 24 Alpha Lima, QNH 1013.
QNH 1013. As soon as we hit 6,500, because that was a transition altitude we got from our 80s. So IS mode, it's going to keep that speed, and we're going to climb nicely here. And we're going to ask for, what do you think? IB503? Let's give it a try. Barcelona Control, November 24 Alpha Lima, request direct IB503. So let's see. Nice views outside here. Wow.
November 24 Alpha Lima, clear direct IB503.
Cleared direct IB503, November 24 Alpha Lima. Thank you very much. So direct IB03, and we're going to take a left turn and just pass the island. And let's ask Sarah what city is down here. Hey Sarah, which city is on our left side? Maybe it's only actually it's not a city, it's just a bay, huh?
The city on the left side is Santa Eulalia de Riu, a charming town known for its beautiful beaches and vibrant nightlife. It's a popular spot for tourists looking to enjoy the Mediterranean sun and local cuisine.
That's the one. I've been there. Okay, we passed 6,500, so we're going to hit standard. We already did that. Bar is good. And as soon as we pass 10,000 feet, there's two things to do. The one thing is to turn off the landing lights, and the second thing is actually to check the pressurization, which we will set to maybe 1,000, yeah, maybe 18,000. It's not correct. Maybe 17,000. Turn off the rate of climb a bit. So there we go. Let's turn them off. Everything is fine. Torque is still good, and we are going to accelerate simulation speed so we don't have to sit around too long. Look at these nice views. Wow. Okay, and while we're actually flying, we should start planning for the arrival. And SimBrief already gave us one, so the arrival they're planning for us is the flights Nino 3 Foxtrot. Nino 3 Foxtrot, which is the green one here, starting at Ninot with this restriction, and it's gonna end at Opera. And Opera is the initial approach fix for the ILS. So let's have a look at the ILS, what kind of ILS approaches we have for 1-2, because 1-2 will be the runway we're going to use. Okay, so we have a lot of ILSs, and this one's transition is Opera. I actually like the final, so I'm going to go with, let's see if there's one with, yeah, there's one with the final, so I'm going to take ILS Yankee 112 with a final transition, which is this one here. Perfect. Okay. So let's have a look at that one. Perfect. And let's brief that later on. And actually I'm seeing a little bit of icing on the window, or is it just fantasy? Yeah, it's fantasy. There's no icing. Could be though, huh? 6 degrees Fahrenheit, sorry. Yeah, minus 15 degrees. So let's have a look at the window if there's any icing. simulators. I'm not sure what kind of simulators you have seen, but I've seen them all. I've seen the first one on the Apple II and all the original ones, and sitting in a TBM850 in VR with this graphics is just mind-boggling. I could never have imagined 30 years back. Okay, so we are en route, and the next one would be Zosta, which is actually one of the fixes for it. I think it's the beginning of the arrival. And while we're on this route, let's ask Sarah if there's anything special down there. Sarah, can you tell me something about that?
November 2 for Alpha Lima. Expect the 903 Foxtrot arrival for the ILSY runway 12 into Valencia via Opera. I'll start your descent in about 20 minutes. Let me know if you're ready earlier.
You must be referring to the beautiful island of Formentera, which is often likened to a slice of pizza due to its unique shape. Formentera is the smallest of the Balearic.
Expect the Nino 3 Foxtrot arrival for the ILS Yankee approach runway 12 into Valencia via Opera, and I'll wait for this at November 2.
Lovers alike.
Actually,
the island is famous for its pristine beaches like Playa de Assis Islets, which has been voted one of the best beaches in the world. Interestingly, Formentera is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its rich biodiversity and unique landscapes. So if you ever get a chance to land here, don't forget to grab a slice of that pizza.
Okay, good thing actually that Sarah, when I push the talk button, she just shuts up, or just you don't hear the intercom, so you can still talk to the controllers when Sarah's speaking. Okay, let's set everything up for the ILS. So he gave us the ILS Yankee runway 12. We have an final approach course of 116. So we have to put that in our nav. 116 it is. There is 116. Then back to GPS map. Okay, and then the frequency is 111.5, and we're going to enter that into our flight now first. So let's go to IBIZA. Valencia, sorry. Load the procedure, and we are looking for the ILS Yankee, and hit vectors because I want to find approach there, and perfect. So as soon as we do that, it's already entered in the nav standby, and I'm just going to activate it there. So we have ILS Yankee already set up perfect with the final approach course of 116 degrees. Okay, where are we now? We are at Zosta, and Ninot is the transition for the arrival, so we have a little bit of time still. And okay, what are we going to expect on our arrival and on the approach? So we're going to have to descend into Opera here, which is the initial fix for the approach at 5,000. So we have to be there at 5,000, and then we're going to enter CF12, which is the initial approach fix for the ILS, or also D12.2 on 3,600. So this is what we're going to do. And also we should listen to the ATIS and see what kind of local altimeter settings we have to put in there. And the ATIS is on 121.080. So 121, putting in there, 121.080. There it is, and then activate it, and then hit.
Visual approach is in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 123.58. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo.
Romeo? Okay.
Valencia Airport. Information Romeo. 1930 Zulu. Wind 335 at 6. Visibility 10.
We said
Sky conditions.
5,000,
Scattered at 1500 feet. Few towering cumulus at 2,000 feet. Broken at 2400 feet. Temperature 15. Dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 65. Arriving and departing runway 30. Visual.
Did you just hear?
Maintain 10,000 altimeter 29.902.
Hours heading, altitude, and if basic information.
She said something about runway 30.
Revet all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 123.58. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo.
So we'll see.
Valencia Airport. Information Romeo. 1930 Zulu. Wind 335 and 6. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. Scattered at 1500 feet. Few towering cumulus at 2000 feet. Broken at 2400 feet. Temperature 15. Dew point 13. QNH 1017. Transition level 65. Arriving and departing runway 30. Visual approach is in use.
30, okay, and we're going to 12. Okay, who cares? We'll see what SAYINTENTIONS gives us in the end. Okay, so we are just gonna wait for SAYINTENTIONS either to clear us for the arrival, which comes with a descent profile, and you can use that descent profile if I'm not wrong. Correct me please if I'm wrong. Or ATC will just give us a descent. We'll see what comes, and if they don't give us a descent, I'll just actually try to descend via the arrival to reach 5,000 at Opera. So we'll see. Okay, while cruising, everything's fine. Fuel is still. Oh, fuel is not that good, huh? Maybe it's gonna be. Not that easy. Let's shift the tanks because the left is more empty than the right, so we just now from the right check now here, you see, and okay, hope it's gonna be enough, otherwise we have to glide into the airport. See if that works. Okay, so next altitude restriction will be 5,000 Opera, and if we look at the GTN 750, the top descent, which is actually calculated for us, is here. And this is calculating Opera 5000 with a VS profile of 1,500 negative, which is not there yet. You see, it's started to descend in 5 minutes. We should expect the top of descent, which is the one here, just right at the waypoint VL005. Or maybe ATC will just give us clearance for the arrival, we'll see. And the arrival was Nino 3 Foxtrot.
Maintaining 250 North American 467.
Already on the arrival, and nothing about a descent or arrival. Come on, SAYINTENTIONS. I just hope as soon as we hit the top of descent that it's going to give us some sort of a clearance to descend. Otherwise we'll just ask for it. So when he told us expect the arrival, that's expect and not cleared arrival. So that means we can't do anything at all until it gives us a clearance for either the arrival or a descent. Okay, let's have a look at the approach chart while waiting. So it's Valencia, which is correct. 80s we listen to. These are the frequencies of the tower and ground. We have the localizer already set in 1015 and the final approach course. The final approach fixes D77 at 2800, which is here. So this is the one here, the final approach fix to D77, and the initial fix is
November 24 Alpha Lima, cleared for the Nino 3 Foxtrot arrival for the ILSY runway 12 into Valencia via Opera.
Cleared the Nino 3 Foxtrot arrival into ILS Yankee 112 into Valencia via Opera November 24 Lima. Okay, so he gave us clearance for the arrival, and let's wait a second and see if he gives us descent.
November 24 Alpha Lima, descend and maintain flight level 110.
Descend, maintain flight level 110, November 24 Lima. Beautiful. Just love it when it works, right? Okay, so he has cleared us for the Nino 3 Foxtrot arrival. So we're just starting the turn of the arrival here, and we're descending. How cool is that? And we're gonna turn or switch to the local altimeter setting when we pass the transition level, which is 6,500. Okay, so we are on the arrival. There it is. The whole arc, which is actually an arrival around the VOR, the VLC VOR in Valencia, and it's ending with Opera. And then we got the ILS, which we already more or less briefed. What about the airport elevation? We have 240 feet. We have a missed approach, which says to climb runway heading 3000, and then just wait for the instructions. And everything else we briefed. These are the minimum safe altitudes because of the mountains. We're not going to have issues with them because we're too high. And this is the descent profile. We just talked about that before. And the decision altitude, which is 449 mean sea level, and the height is 209 above ground. Okay,
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact Valencia approach on 118.8.
118.8 November 24 Lima. Valencia approach November 24 Alpha Lima, descending through flight level 110. No, we're not descending, we're at flight level 110. And we have
November 24 Alpha Lima, Valencia approach identified. Good evening.
So this is going to be fun.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Valencia approach, descend and maintain altitude 3000, QNH 1013.
December 3000 on QNH 1013, November 24 Lima. Okay, so that works really well. Let's try and not use too much fuel because it's really critical here. Jeez, it's like almost nothing. We're on gas or fuels. So I think we're gonna choose the right tank at the moment, see if it's on the right, yeah. So let's hope it's gonna be enough. So that's what happens when you don't plan the flight ahead. You just speed through everything without looking at the fuel we have. Yeah, we'll see. So we're still actually well within the limits. We're gonna actually arrive. We're gonna hit 3000 already there, where this little blue line is. So we're gonna be fine from the approach. Speed is okay, and we're actually already 9000, so the landing lights come on. let's use as little fuel as possible. I'm almost going to idle here actually, just to really, otherwise you're going to just crash into this beautiful countryside. I just love this plane. Just look outside and the sim is just amazing. It's just amazing. And we're passing through a couple of cloud layers. It was cold up there, but we never actually needed the ice. No windy ice, no property ice. The ice lights, actually when they turn them on, you will have a light here on the wings to see if there's ice, and you can actually arm the airframe and de-ice the airframe, so you see those boots coming out and just pick off if there's ice on the airframe, on the wings, on the leading edge of the wings, as you see here. We don't need that now, so we're just going to turn it off again. 6,500 now would be the time to hit the local limiter. We already done that because ATC gave us that before. What about the fuel? Oh, it's gotta be enough. I think we're gonna be fine. So we got the landing lights on. What about the taxi lights? We're just gonna throw them on. So we are here, and maybe he will give us in a direct to CF12 or FI12. I guess we'll wait and see what happens. And we have everything. This is already set up, which is good. Come through the clouds, see if there's rain in the clouds. Just gorgeous. I just love this simulator. It's just gorgeous. Okay. He gave us 3,000. I think that was a bad idea. That was a really bad idea. You know why? Because it's 3,400 here. So that is not so good. We're gonna hit Navigraph. So, okay. Oh my god. Okay, SAYINTENTIONS. It was almost perfect. Almost up until he just made us crash into the freaking mountain here. So, okay. Alright. Too bad.
Switching to 1.945 Quebec Romeo.
Oh my god. I think I'm gonna just... Okay. So this is what we call freestyling, eh? This is not the way you should do it, by the way. So, but you actually, when you get cleared by ATC, and you actually expect for those clearances to be safe, and they were not safe. But then again, I just could have checked the maps, right? And the maps, just look at them. There's a peak here. Peñarroya is 3,100, and then there's, yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, but not such a good thing. Not good. Not good at all. And now we can actually go down to 3,000 as he cleared us, because we are clear of mountains now. Okay. Speed is okay. So it's just, I think it's a bit weird, this approach. We're just going to Opera and then as a next to CF12. We'll see what it says. So beautiful. And the sun has already set, so let's actually bring it back. Beauty. just got distracted while I did those strange flying exercises.
November 24 Alpha Lima, proceed direct CF12, cleared for the ILS runway 12 approach.
Cleared direct CF12, cleared for the ILS 12 approach, November 21. That works perfect. Okay, that's cool. The descent through the mountains was not cool, but this is cool. This is really cool. Okay, so we're going direct to the initial or the final approach fix. I think it's the final, right? No, it's initial. CF12 is the initial fix. It says here, initial fix. And that should be at 3,600, not 3,000. Yeah, that was strange. Okay, what about the fuel? We still got some fuel. It's critical, but it's okay. So we are actually gonna switch to approach because it's already there. And actually the course is already alive. The glide slope is not alive yet. We can actually hit the approach. It has already captured the approach. Perfect. So that works fine. And we're just gonna wait till the glide slope comes alive. And at that stage, you're gonna enter flaps takeoff, flaps 1. And at that stage, actually, he should hand us over the tower. Okay, so we have lights are on. That's all good. We get the local altimeter setting. We have ILS almost captured. We're almost established. And actually, for the approach and landing, there's an acronym that is called GIFI. GIFI is gear, which is not there yet. I is inertia separator, which we didn't use. F is the flaps, which it's not in yet, and Y is the yaw damper. So the yaw damper we actually can deactivate now. Okay. And let's prepare for the airport. So where are we going to go? Let's take a right there and see what it gives us on Tango 2. See if maybe, I'm not sure where the GA apron is. Maybe here. It looks more like an international apron, so we'll take a right on Tango 2 there. Okay, glide slope is captured. Perfect. So flaps 1. We're down.
133.5, good day. UPS 901 heavy.
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact Valencia Tower on 118.555.
Tower on 118.555, November 24 Lima, buenas tardes. Perfect. Valencia Tower, November 24 Alpha Lima, established ILS 12. Giphy, gear 3 green.
November 24 Alpha Lima Valencia Tower, roger.
Yaw damper.
November 24 Alpha Lima Valencia Tower, winds 335 at 6, runway 12, clear to land.
Runway 12, clear to land, November 24 Lima. What about ground? Ground frequency is where we have ground on 121 is 880. 121 880. 121 880. So we have a standby. Okay, full flaps. A little bit of wind here. Just beautiful. I just love the simulator. I just love it. Today actually it's just rather smooth. There's just no stutter whatsoever. Okay, all set. Give fuel we have. Fuel is just barely minimums, but it's just we are on fumes. Good. Let's turn down the lights a bit. Autopilot off. Wind is, yeah, exactly. So actually, we have a little bit of tailwind, 3 knots, and that's why 8 is actually should have gave us runway 30, and SimBrief did not. And SAYINTENTIONs did not correct SimBrief, which I guess it's okay because it's just 3 knots. So I think it's not that bad. Just really smooth here, left and right. Just. I already see Tango 2, it's over there on the right hand side, and I'm too fast, of course. Welcome to Valencia. Let's hit the brakes. It's Tango 3, so we're gonna aim at Tango 2, we said. And see how SAYINTENTIONS performs on the ground. So Tango 2 is just over here, huh? Yeah. Beautiful flight. So it was almost perfect, just until the moment he crashed us in the mountain. Coming up, we're going to just take a right here, see what happens, see if tower hands us over to ground. It should actually do it. So Tango 2, I'm going to stop right here and wait for the call. Welcome to Valencia. Beautiful.
November 24 Alpha Lima. Welcome to Valencia. Contact ground on 121 decimal name. Osi. Dik 888.
Okay, that was Chinese. 121.880 November 24 Lima. Bye bye. Valencia ground, November 24 Lima on Tango 2, requesting taxi to the GA.
November 24 Alpha Lima, taxi to General Aviation Parking via Tango 2, cross runway 30, then Hotel 5, November 2, Gate D. Have a good day.
General Aviation via Tango 2, cross runway 30, then Hotel 5, November 2, Gate D, November 2 for Lima. Weird. So we have to turn around and then Hotel 5, which is here, and after Hotel 5 he says November 2.
November 24 Alpha Lima. Read back correct.
And where is
continue taxi to General Aviation Parking.
Continue taxi to the GA parking, November 2 for Lima. Thank you. Bye bye. Alright. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Sorry guys, I'm going to just go down to here and just pick one of these spots down here. So straight ahead, then left. She's going to be mad at me though. Hey Sarah, where are we now? Which airport do we have here?
We're currently at Valencia Airport, also known as LEVC. It's a major airport located just a few kilometers from the city center of Valencia, Spain. The airport opened in 1933 and has since become an important hub for both domestic and international flights. It's known for its modern facilities and serves millions of passengers each year. So buckle up and enjoy the view as we soar over this vibrant region.
And then here, right turn. Yeah, no, SAYINTENTIONS performed well today. I have to say, I think it worked really well. Just that little hiccup with the altitude restriction and just us crashing into the mountains. Otherwise, all good. And I'm just really impressed by the simulator. See what happens with FS224 when it comes out in a couple of days. Alright guys, we are already there. Then a right on 201. So we take a right here. And then we'll take a left here and just turn around 180, and then we're on the parking, on the ramp. Not really. Maybe I should buy the scenery of Valencia for next time. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the flight. It was a really nice one, I liked it, and I'm gonna definitely try this flight again with SAYINTENTIONS to see if the descent this time goes better. Have a nice evening and see you next time. Bye bye guys.